And we are live. What up, y'all? This is Brad, founder of The Few. I'm here with Laura, Keeks, and Lani. How are you doing, my peoples?
Good, we are good.
How are you?
Excellent. It's just started to rain, so it's perfect time for a live stream to watch some clips.
Hell yeah.
And for anyone who doesn't know you guys at home, just introduce yourselves, a bit about yourselves. Laura, you can go first.
G'day everyone, I'm Goldie, live down in Janjuk. Excited about this comp again. Looking forward to showing you a few clips and answering any questions you guys have.
Goldie also runs a wonderful school down in Torquay.
Oh yeah, Surf Coast Roller Skaters, respect, shout out to some of the girls will probably jump on and be watching because I know they're pretty keen to enter as well. So yeah, Surf Coast Roller Skaters. Thanks,
And a
Keeks.
dance crew, right? Plug your dance crew as well.
Oh yeah, Andy's here too, one of the crew from Skate Odyssey. Yeah, I mean this last weekend has just been bonkers, hasn't it? Opening up again here in Victoria. So we've been here, there, and everywhere. I've been back to Melbourne. Now I've had all the skate crew down from Melbourne here at the beach yesterday. So yeah, shout out to Skate Odyssey as well. Hopefully we'll be back performing soon.
Amazing. We've got Lucas in the chat saying break a leg, y'all. Thanks, Lucas.
Chris Puller can shut his dirty mouth, by the way. Oh, so rude. The sass.
Oh, thanks, Chris. About the clothing department. I know this 90s get up. Not bad, eh? I've kept the business style jacket for the actual comp, you know. Gotta keep it real.
Well, I think Lani and Keeks appreciate the black shirt.
On brand.
Yeah, very on brand. Absolutely.
Yeah. I wish I knew there was a theme. I could have gone monochrome. I love a good theme.
Oh, Lim's in the group chat.
Hello, Lim.
What up, Lim? Nice to have you with us.
Yeah.
Keeks, introduce yourself.
Oh, hi, I'm Keeks. I'm Keeks on Instagram. Follow me if you don't already, because I love that for me. I run Melbourne Park Skaters. It's a Facebook group that facilitates park meetups in and around Melbourne. And also have this new little venture called Big Mood, which will essentially be a park-specific quad store for gender diverse and women people to come and get all the stuff they need.
Sounds
So
amazing.
I'm Lani, or my Instagram is redstits, and I just park skate in Melbourne. Me and my mate Talia started a skate club out at La Trobe Uni called Society of Skate. So if you live around Bundoora or go to La Trobe or just want some mates to hang out with, hit up Society of Skate on Instagram and we'll get a little crew going when uni comes back. But yeah, I'm just here to hang out and have fun, really. That's all I do. I don't have any brands or stores yet. Watch this space. I'll piggyback off Keeks and Laura. We love that.
Sounds
Yeah,
amazing.
we're all looking forward to having more skate park meetups again. We've definitely got a few in the works between us all.
Yeah,
Exciting times. Yeah.
Chris Puller again in the house. What up, Chris? And so effectively today we're here just for a bit of a hangout, watch some roller skating clips, and also, of course, to promote the up-and-coming ANZ Roller Skate Open 21, the second edition of the online Roller Skate Open that was, at least in my opinion, pretty damn successful last year. For anyone out there that is interested or wants to know, we also have the rollerblading version of that comp coming up this month as well. And for the first time ever, we've got the Grit Scooter Open. So if you know any scooter riders out there, we've got over $5,000 in prize money in the scooter comp, including a 12-month sponsorship opportunity for the top place junior rider. So if you're into scootering, check that one out. we would like to answer any questions anyone has about the up and coming roller skating comp, because the whole thing about competing in roller skating is quite new. Oh, it's probably quite old, but it's new again. Um, so what's to know? Who wants to read a little bit about what's happening with the roller skate comp?
I'll do it. So I think I've had a lot of people come up to me recently and actually ask exactly what it is, particularly being that there is so many new and fresh faces in the Melbourne community and in the Australian and New Zealand community, thanks to COVID. It's been such a huge boom, not only with roller skating, but with inlining and even scooters as well, I suppose. So I think first and foremost is just really getting it out there exactly what it is and letting everyone know that everyone is eligible to enter. You don't have to be an amazing sponsored skater, even though we have a sponsored section. And yeah, we encourage everyone to give it a crack.
Indeed, that is correct. So we've really got categories for everyone who's into park roller skating. So we've got juniors and open to anyone under the age of 17. If you're a bit new or you prefer to skate in a crew, we have a group category. So you and your friends can team up and do some cool park skating together. We saw some cool doubles and things happening last year. We've got a ramp section. In the ramp section, you can skate any single ramp, bowl, vert ramp, mini ramp that you like, but it just has to be one single ramp. Of course, once again, we've got the open unsponsored category for those people who are over the age of 17 and unsponsored, and of course the sponsored category. So for all those influencers and really good riders out there that have picked up a sponsor, we've got some good prize money at the moment. We've got $500 up top for the winner of the sponsored category, paying all the way down to fourth, as well as some cool awards. Laura, what do you think about these awards?
Best trick, best video edit, best style, good one. That's always fun. I think we love seeing the self-expression. I know the first time I entered, I really went all out with my costume and tried to include a little bit of dance at the skate park just to show that it's totally cool to bring your own style or your own vibe. A lot of us are into different types of skating, so feel free to get super creative. What else have we got? Most progressive and judges' choice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
these are great awards. We've got quite a few.
Yeah, we actually have the best video edit winner here with us right now, Keeks. Tell us how did you manage to take out best video edit last year?
Probably a good story, actually. I sort of always have imposter syndrome, and so last year I was like, oh no, I'm not good enough. I don't really do anything super aggressive, and I'm not good at tricks or whatever. And yeah, I just linked up with one of my local friends, Noah. She's probably not watching, but she's back in Israel. So she's a local photographer and cinematographer. I was really lucky to be a friend of mine. And I essentially just went in it with the thought of just getting out there who I am. And I think that's what really came through in the video. It was very bright. The music really fit in with it. And yeah, I just tried to incorporate as much fun to get across the message of how I see roller skating. So it wasn't as competitive as what some of the others were, but I guess the judges liked that about it.
Yeah, well, your edit definitely popped. It had a bit more of a music video feel with the way you cut your tricks together, and again the vibrance of it all. It was a very I wouldn't necessarily say loud, but it was a vibey edit.
Oh, and just a quick interjection there, like a really good idea if anyone's having any thoughts about using copyright-free music, I really, really encourage people to reach out to local bands. So many of them are so happy to have their stuff incorporated into it. I'm really lucky that one of my good friends, Jade, is the lead singer of a local band called Dipboard from Brisbane. and that's who I used in my edit. So it's great exposure for them, and you get a cool something that's not as weird as some of the uncopyright music that's out there.
Yeah, there's some trash. That copyright music can be real trash. And we've had our first proper question come through. Max, one of our favorite skaters here at the Few. Max has had the most edits in events out of anyone so far, so that's definitely something to be proud of. Max is asking, what's the youngest someone can compete? There's no minimum. So if they're able to skate and put an edit together, they're welcome to go in the contest.
Great.
It's really
I
exciting.
wonder
There's
if
so
we'll
many
get
great
3 and 4-year-olds. That will be fun.
yeah. There's so many great local up and coming kids that are just absolutely shredding at the moment. So it's gonna be really exciting to see. I think even up Laura's way. So
yeah, there's quite a few kids. We started the kids class last night and we had 10 new kids, and tomorrow night we've got the family class and we've got another 12 newbies, like the full family coming together, parents and kids. So that should be fun. I'll have to let them know about the comp and, you know, crack the whip. Let's get some entries in. It's going to be fun.
Indeed.
And the music is a big part of it, isn't it? I mean, the music can make it, you know, really bring the skate videos to life as well.
Oh,
Yes.
and also, if anyone is a musician, I think there was an entrant last year who actually wrote and recorded their own song, and it was hilarious and like got big props on the day. Everyone, it was so funny. It was delicious.
And was it Willow playing the
Yeah,
little electric organ? I don't know what you call it. It looked like, yeah.
that was good. I hope to see another clip by Willow again. Maybe with some new music as well. Maybe she'll release a little EP with it.
And another question. Hi, Sam. How are we? Sam's asking, do you have any advice for anyone who doesn't know whether to enter the ramp division or the unsponsored division?
Both.
Enter both.
You can absolutely enter both. Yep. And it's the entry fee, $20, covers you for as many events as you'd like to go in or can go in. So you can go in both. Yeah, why not? Why not? It just depends. If you're good at riding ramp, you know, you're probably going to be good at skate park as well. But we're also, you know, the clock's ticking, and so you've got to be able to get these edits together. So if time allows to do 2 edits, do 2. A ramp edit you can really film in a day, whereas park might take a couple of days.
To clarify, what are the rules for entering in the ramp division?
There was a lot of questions around this last year because I actually placed 3rd in ramp and also won best edit. So, and I only entered the 1 edit. So I don't know if that's changed this year.
Well, the awards are separate, so anyone can win any award from any category.
Because I didn't enter a specific category. I just put the
yeah. So for ramp, you just have to do an edit on any single ramp or bowl. So a mini ramp, a vert ramp, a bowl. It needs to be, think about it as some sort of enclosure. Is the easiest way to think about it. Whereas at a skate park will have many different obstacles.
So it can be street as well in the park.
Anything within a skate park, absolutely. So if your local skate park is a plaza and it just has rails and ledges, that's still skate park for sure. Absolutely. It's not street like we might have seen another one of our hosts get up to earlier this year.
That's me.
So if you're not sure who Lani is.
Did we answer Sam's question there?
Yeah, same edit for both.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you would, if you want to go in both ramp and unsponsored park, you would need to submit 2 separate edits.
Hey.
Oh, some good questions coming through.
Yeah.
Always end in a pose. Great tip.
Yeah.
And for that edit, I actually have a friend who just puts music on SoundCloud and borrowed his music for it. So
Everyone's a winner. Everybody's a winner,
Get
baby.
some music off your mates.
And so we have a question from Max.
What's ideal for a group edit? Is it lots of individual tricks from different skaters and different clips, or are there bonus points for having collaborative tricks?
I think anything goes, to be fair, but the more you can have, I reckon it looks so cool if you have like more people in the shot doing fun stuff. I don't think that necessarily has to mean everyone's skating at once.
Yeah, I think you can put it together as pretty much however you like. As long as you're having fun, I feel like that's the point of a group edit, is to really just have some fun with your mates and put together something that everyone's happy with and proud of. You can have like 10 mates in a bowl if you want to, or you can just have single clips of everyone. It's just however your heart desires.
Matching outfits as well.
Yeah.
So this is actually the winning group edit from last year. Gabby Zeno and a bunch of skaters from Brisbane, I believe.
Epic. Lots of fun.
These are, I believe, Brisbane locals, Sunshine Coast locals, I believe.
And they've got some big tricks in their crew.
But I don't want that to discourage anyone. If you can't do an aerial in the park, get anyone in. Yeah. Get your newbies in, get your experienced skaters in. It's all about connecting, and the more you can have like experienced skaters with the newbies as well, that's what it's all about.
And also you can always, if you're not feeling like you want to win because of whatever, like you don't think you're gonna come top, you can always win an additional prize in style or best video edit, and all that sort of stuff. So if you're banging for a win, there's lots of ways to win.
Yeah, it's definitely about having fun.
Sorry, just to answer Max's question. There's no bonus points. There's no bonus points. So all of the edits will just be judged on just the normal criteria of the contest. So it doesn't. If a bunch of really good skaters go in it and can do triple crossovers and things, they won't necessarily just win because they're able to get extra points. So no, there's no extra points for anything besides what's outlined exactly in the rules.
Yeah, I do believe those rules are really explanatory on the website too. Like if you want to enter a really competitive clip, like it literally tells you what the breakdown of the judging criteria is.
Exactly. So why don't we have a quick look at the how it's being judged? I'll just go back to it. So judging, there's a couple of things that might be a little bit unusual for people, but difficulty I think is pretty self-explanatory. The number and volume of hard tricks that you're able to perform. Style, of course, you might be able to do the hardest trick, but if it doesn't look amazing, it's going to be less entertaining to watch. Creativity is giving the opportunity for people who aren't as good as someone who can do the hardest tricks to show us something a little bit different, a little bit unusual, and make up for some points by surprising us, showing us something we weren't expecting. Impression is about the way that you package your tricks and edits together. For instance, let's just say that maybe if we looked at diving, and in diving, a quadruple backflip 1080 was the hardest trick, and then in your edit you just did 7 or 8 quadruple backflip 1080s. Well, it might be a hard trick done a bunch of times, but it's going to be boring to watch. It's going to lose. It's not going to be as impressive as someone that skates a ramp, a rail, does a gap, grinds up a rail, also has really good style. So it's all about just the way that you package your trick selection together. And we're also putting an additional 10 points, so not as much as everything else, where everything else is worth a maximum of 20, 10 points for filming and editing. So just nudging people in the direction of thinking about, am I filming this well? Is it going to be good for people to watch? Thinking about how they edit so that it's so that it really looks good as part of the final product. Yeah, go for it.
Nope. Jumping the gun. I didn't realize I was still on. No.
Go for it, Keeks.
I was reading the next question and I was about to answer it. Didn't realize you were still talking about it.
Okay. Yeah,
I was just reading up Sam's question about skill level because ramp is open for those sponsored can enter. I don't know how that stands with that, but I know for a fact, like I won third in ramp last year and I'm not a highly skilled skater. So just remember, like as Brad was just saying, you might not be the best skater, but you might get higher points. So someone who might get 20 points for the best trick in a ramp may get really low points for creativity, impression, and style. So I think you've got to factor all those things in.
Absolutely. It's definitely not about just doing the hardest tricks.
I think Thomas Murphy has given a good question. Will the judges be watching last year's entries to decide the most improved?
That is a good question. I guess the short answer to that is not necessarily. We don't have an award for most improved, but we certainly could if we wanted to. We could certainly look at adding that in if that's something that everyone.
Will us three judges be the judges of that? The commentators, the hosts.
If
great job.
It's
everything. Unbiased.
Everything is possible. Absolutely.
Oh, because what exactly?
Everyone, do a vote. Do a vote.
Yeah, vote in the chat right now.
I will accept all kinds of bribes, particularly if it's snacks.
My PayPal is.
You can.
But I think what exactly is the most progressive category? Because I think that also hints towards what Thomas Murphy is asking. Like, what exactly qualifies to get the most progressive award?
Sure. So most progressive is about a little bit. Thomas is on the right track. If you look at what skating looked like 12 months ago, you would expect there to be a level of progression from then to now. You would see that the meta, the style, the tricks are changing, evolving. Who is the person who's leading that charge in progressing the sport?
I think it's essentially what Thomas is saying, and I guess in a nutshell, there would have to be some degree of the judges at least knowing all of the entrants and seeing what they've done to be able to have a fair opinion of who is most improved, because that's essentially what they're saying.
So most progressive is not most progressed. It is the person who's actually pushing the meta of the sport.
I think a good example to sort of describe what I think Brad is hinting to is like Miller flips were super popular around the time that the last edit was out. Like everyone was wanting to try them. Like I think they were probably one of the Sibs trick of the months or something like that. And I guess the most progressive would be how you see a lot of people now doing like, what's a super popular trick now?
I can just see myself on the screen, so I'm really excited.
I guess like Barani's got a bit popular maybe a few months ago. So like that's a bit of a progress-ish. I think that's sort of what who's sort of pulling tricks that everyone's like, oh, I want to do that next. I think that's the vibe for most progressive. Is that correct?
That is the vibe of it. The vibe of it is who's changing the landscape. Who's changing the landscape of roller skating for the better?
I'll give a keen example. So, I mean, if we're going to talk tricks or style-wise, I do agree that old Vashti was pretty good last year. And also,
Yeah.
We had the lovely Max Cook with one-footed roller skating in a ramp. It was pretty impressive. So
Yeah.
there's a bit of an idea for y'all.
No blocks either. That was pretty cool.
Still no blocks, by the way.
Get some blocks, Max.
And we've got Max and the Be Kind roller skate shop offering a voucher towards most improved. So that's amazing. I'll talk to you about that offline, Max. Thank you.
And if anyone else before the date can think of a cool category, Big Mood might throw together a little prize pack of some cool shirts and stuff too. So if there's a one that the masses want, like a fun little prize to feel encouraged to enter, then I'm open. Ears are open.
The ears are open. So Lim is just definitely on board with most progressive and most improved as prizes. Absolutely. I think it's a great idea. And definitely encouraging people to come back and skate in these events again and again is definitely a great idea. Max is happy for it to be chosen by the commentators.
It'd be an
honor. So Lim is telling us flips is a good example. No one but Astro was doing flips 4 or 5 years ago. That's right. And now we see lots of people doing flips. Exactly.
So I was trying to shoot M&M's really quietly, but it was really unquiet.
Do we need to see the sushi roll clip again?
Great example of a very or the tuba one.
Yeah, exactly. Of self-expression. Going for it. And bringing humor to it as well is always good.
What was the sushi? What was the name of the skater that did the sushi rolls?
I can pull it up in the YouTube because I'll know it as soon as I'll know the name.
So quick.
My friend is watching. Hello, Ruby, if you're watching.
Shout out to my homies.
Shout out to my besties.
All right, let me quickly find.
Yes, that's right, Danny. Thank you.
You found it. Thank you. I was going to say Jenny. I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's no Jenny.
Jenna says she loves the sushi roll. Hey, Jenna.
There were some really good edits last year.
We even had Saskia Vanderpart was injured at the time and filmed all of their stuff, I believe, on a scooter with one roller skate on because they couldn't skate. So I don't know if Mary Parr's watching, but that's one good one for you. I also just want to quickly interject: is Lines entering? Because I'll be very upset if they don't. Just saying.
That's so good. That's such a good little logo they made.
Pretty good skater. 1+2.
Jenna in the chat. What up, Jenna?
Instead of like.
What up?
Yes. I love this.
So good. So good.
The camera angles.
The amount, I was at a streaming party and the whole party lost their shit when this came on. It was incredibly impressive to watch live.
It's too good. Look, I love
Hilarious.
it. And the dirt everywhere. Or bruises, could be one or the other.
I have just a quick little interesting point to mention, which I believe is incredibly important for the quad community. Is I've just seen someone come in and say hi, which is awesome. But I really want to encourage everyone to make sure they include their pronouns on their entry. We are incredibly aware of how our community operates, and we do not want to be misgendering anybody at all. I would probably like to say that the consensus would be is if you don't include it on your entry, which was the case last year, I believe Brad said there was not many people that included their pronouns, that we will probably just default to they, them as to not openly misgender anyone. Or just refer to you by your name.
Another question from Thomas. Some people last year used the artists that were recognized by YouTube. How could they tell if it's going to get copyrighted? Okay, these days, the only thing that you can really do is upload. So you can upload videos to YouTube privately, and then YouTube will tell you if it's going to get blocked. So the simplest thing to do is to use a Creative Commons track. So any track that tells you that it has a Creative Commons license that's free to use that. If you want to use something that doesn't strictly tell you that it's Creative Commons, you can just upload it to YouTube and see what YouTube says. Worst comes to worst, I've done this, so I will actually change the song on your edit. I'll tell you to change the song, or if there's not enough time, I'll change it myself. Because the show must go on.
You can always.
And did you have any issues with videos coming in that were longer than 60 seconds, or were most people on the dot?
Most people are pretty much on the dot.
Great.
And again, these events are designed to be as fun as possible. So if someone's edit goes 1 or 2 seconds over, it's not a big deal.
Great. Good for people to know that, so they don't have any extra anxiety that isn't needed, because in the end, 60 seconds isn't really that long, is it? I mean, it's pretty easy to capture enough content in that 60 seconds.
Yeah, it's kind of like it can be a long time for filming, and it can be a short time in the editing space.
Yeah.
When you're trying to put it together.
That's what I'm trying to say. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. That's 60 seconds. It's a small amount of space when it comes time to put your edit together. And so for anyone who has joined the stream partway through, just to recap what we're doing, we're just hanging out, watching some clips and answering questions about the up and coming comp. So if you have any questions, chuck it in the chat. You can DM any of the hosts if you don't want your question to come up on the stream. And we'll hang out and answer questions for as long as you guys would like, or until we get sleepy. And Thomas, I uploaded to see that it said wouldn't get blocked. The artist will receive the money from the YouTube ads. Will you replace it if that happens? The best bet is that not to use that track, because that is a track that is not a free to use track. That's someone's property. So I would say it's better to not use that song.
And Sam just said last time I stressed so hard that mine went a few seconds over. I think I remembered a bunch of people texting me just, really worrying about little details, but I think it's best to get something in than nothing at all. And what's the next question?
What are we most excited to see?
Yes.
I just think all the new faces and the new so many different styles from new people that have come into skating. There's so many new people on the scene that come from such diverse backgrounds, whether it be the derby backgrounds, gymnast backgrounds. So it's really cool to see all that happening in our backyard. So it'd be interesting to see if we've got heaps of new faces entering.
Yeah, I'm super keen to see all my mates enter, and I'm also super keen to see some new faces and see all the creative tricks people come up with. Especially, I'm super keen to see people who are up around like Central Coast pulling out some like cool creative tricks. It's always fun to see skaters
like we're seeing right now.
Yeah, like
seeing
Brisbane, yeah, from like different skate parks that like I haven't personally skated, and just like seeing all the cool stuff they're up to, so I can go and harass them when I come up there.
Yeah, it does make it feel like you get this little intro into people's world. So when we do start cruising around on our skate trips, yeah, we know who to connect in with and how to find them on Insta or wherever they're at, posting their skate vids, and stay connected and start chatting with each other. So it is a really nice connected. If you can get an edit in, you'll definitely make a few new skate mates too.
And just to piggyback off that, like,
Yeah,
I think it's a bit sad for people that have come into skating within the last sort of 12 months with COVID, because when I first started skating, that was so beneficial to head up to like Skate Fest that we had up in Sydney with Roller Fit and Stacey up in the Central Coast. I met so many skaters from all different states from across Australia that I'm still close friends with, even online now. And to communicate through people and connect with people through their Reddits, most skaters I know, if you reached out to them and said, hey, I'm going to be in Brisbane in March, I would love to catch up, and they would more than happy to link up and share stuff. Skill.
yeah.
Literally caught on film.
What's an exciting trick or skill we're hoping to see?
Max is just trying to get the best trick. I can feel it. Max has been peppering me up for weeks now. Being like, what's the new trick that you're dying to see? I think just whatever you do, put your own little bit of spice onto it, Max, because I think you're one of the true skaters that I think could probably do any trick set to you, because I've noticed it, I've seen it firsthand. So I think whatever you do, you just need to make it your own.
I really want to see Max slide. That's what I want to see.
All
I
that.
want to see some
All that. I want to
snapped
see
to
grinds.
skates.
I want to see slide. I want to see longest grind or slide, like on a rail like this in glow, just like that. As long as you can, with no block. Can you slide with no blocks? I've seen it happen before.
Yeah. If they got metal plates and wine.
Challenge. There's the challenge
That's
for you,
challenge
Max.
to Max.
And if there's no sliding, I'm going to void the edit from the We'll cut it.
Just for you, Max, though. Anyone else? You're fine. Just Max.
Hold Max to an incredibly high standard.
Yeah, we got it.
The challenge has been set now. I'm sure he loves a good challenge.
I want to see someone, if not Max, slide on a rail with no blocks. Don't come for me paying for your plates when they break, though, but I'd like to see it happen.
I thought you were going to say no clues then. I'm like, I don't know if we can have nudity. Yeah. It'll be great to have lots more all ages as well, like more youth entering. I know that I've got a few skaters from down this way that are only 11 and 12 that are definitely, and even 14, 21-year-olds putting entries in. Who's this one?
This is Max.
This is Max.
Talking about Max.
Skater.
Oh, there's a little tippity tap 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 on the.
So we have an affectionate name for Max at St Kilda. We call them Fancy Feet or Happy Feet. Let's see, Twinkle Toes is another one we like to call Max Cool. Pretty much roller skated straight out of the womb. Straight out of the womb, I think. Just like out, chick tapping away.
It does seem that way. And Max, this is Max's edit from the Vertical World Open that we had in the middle of this year. We had inline skaters and roller skaters competing from all over the world, including the USA, Japan, Spain, France, Korea.
Tricks, and he broke his skate doing. They broke their skate doing their little front foot into the shallow bit.
Fun fact though, for anyone that doesn't know, even if Max were to break their skates, they actually have their own store. I don't know if Max wants to plug their little store. PTW hockey, and also Be Kind roller skates with rods. They all work interlinked together.
We got a very nice little home out in Thornbury. They recycle skate parts, so if you've got some skate parts that are still usable but you're not going to use them, chuck them their way and they'll put some together for people to use.
Or if you need anything for filming your edits.
Yeah, some new laces.
Head out there.
I've got some shiny blue ones.
And another question from Thomas: will the Few hold a skate fest like that in the future? If the question is, will the Few hold a live event? It's possible. It is entirely possible.
I actually know of some upcoming skate fests in the works at the moment that I can't say too much about. But there is lots of live events in the works at the moment with a few different places. So I'm sure, yeah, the few will be one of them in the future.
Yeah, all super dependent on COVID and all of that stuff.
Hi, Roz.
Hello.
Hi, Liv. Liv is a little shredder from Torquay.
Yay!
They are
Liv,
answering.
Lovely.
If they don't
you
answer,
made it.
I hope that their arm is all good and wrapped up and
you can incorporate any kind of broken bone into the edit, though. Just saying.
well, I broke my arm last time and I didn't submit it. It's fine.
You weren't as confident driving as you are nowadays.
It's not fair.
Liv, if you have any questions about your entry, ask away. We're here to answer all the questions for anyone that's keen to enter for the first time. So
That's right. Anything is possible.
Oh, it's Daz. I haven't seen
Yes.
Daz in yonks. It's like 2 years.
Yes,
Probably
indeed.
close to 2 years, I reckon.
And for anyone watching, feel free to request a clip as well.
Heck yeah.
Have you shown Vash?
Yeah,
Vash's
Vashti. Is it? No, this is Vashti's.
one? No, this is a good one.
Yeah. Vashti's edit, I think, 1. And maybe Todd's.
that was definitely one of my favorites too. So inspiring.
Oh, I love to hear it, Liv, that you're progressing more with the I can't fall mentality. I see you. I see you. You got to put up a little edit. Oh, hopefully maybe I'll come down to Torquay sometime. Are we allowed there?
Please do.
We're coming.
We're going to come visit Laura soon.
We can't wait to have you here. Everyone's itching to have you all back.
We'll come and skate.
I love
Yeah.
it. That's good keeps. I love a spelling. I love an autocorrect. Keeps. Keegan.
Peace.
Oh, Vashti. Absolutely nailed.
Big
Nailed
air.
it. Big tricks. Oh, Vashti.
That was a cool.
And great angles and filming too, and the music on this one, so good.
And just a lot of style. Like,
Yeah,
you know, there are a lot of groundbreaking and amazing tricks in here, but a lot of the tricks that a lot of skaters can do, but their style is just incredible. Just a really aggressive style.
And they clearly know what they're doing. Hey.
There's a good question in there too, Brad. I think, yeah, it was touched on earlier. If you have a plaza style park near you, street spots. I believe it is park specific, right?
Think about a skate park as generally anything built by the council for the purpose of skating on.
I have a question.
Street
What
section.
about places like Preston
Oh, yeah,
DIY,
DIY parks.
like proper established DIY skate parks? How do they fall?
I think that it's pretty reasonable to say that that's skate park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's just a singular little,
like a rail or a
if someone just chucked a tin bit of concrete on the side of the road, I don't think that counts. It has to be.
Your P rail at the front of your house is not skate park.
need to get it out.
No, with that. Max asks if we're putting together some
Oh,
edits. I know that I
definitely.
sure am, and I think that we are going to do a little bit.
Yeah, I'm involved with a local edit, but I believe us hosts will be putting together an edit. Laura is yet to hear about this, but
Laura, you're in on it now. I don't care.
yeah, Ritz and I are definitely entering.
You're putting an edit in?
Yeah.
Just for funsies, you know, just to
That's
encourage
so-
everyone.
So I've got to up my game on this one then. I better get a better costume.
Yeah,
Well, you've already outdone me, so
yeah, you've already-
I don't have that many tassels.
we taught you some backsides. We'll get them into some slides down at Torquay Bowl. It'll be a good
Yeah.
little edit, Laura.
Yeah, that's that. I've been kind of working on a couple of things in the very little time I get to the park. I reckon.
And here's a good example of, you know, street obstacles at a skate park. Is
Yeah.
fun.
Literally stepping up there.
We've all been there. Yeah, I'm still
Yeah.
there. So. Front slide in a ramp, put me on a rail. Just doesn't happen. It's sad for everyone to be fair.
That's it. We all have our things, don't we?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Any other questions? There is a few.
Show Laura's.
I had one on my story that was submitted by Lexi, a skater in Melbourne. Let me read it. They said, "What is the thing you enjoy most about skating? For me, it's the freedom gliding through the air." That's what they submitted on. What's your favorite thing about skating, Keeps?
Oh, I think I've already covered it. I just like connecting with people. I love comps like this because it connects the community. But I am one of those skaters. It's not about progression. I believe progression is not linear. It's obtuse and it's subjective. So I think someone just mentioned like a best costume category, which is a great idea. I'm all down for categories like that. But yeah, I love the creativity and the self-expression and connecting with like-minded individuals that skating brings. Oh, bit of self-hype here. Self-hype.
Is that you?
I love the drone shots too.
Those don't look
So
like
good.
roller skates.
For anyone
What
who
are
They're a
those?
bit wonky.
for anyone who isn't sure who I am, yeah,
Just
excuse me.
a small ramp, by the way. That's the minimum ramp
Yeah.
height we want everyone to be on.
Doesn't really like getting there. Not much height.
Yeah.
Where's
Darren.
this at, Brad?
Where that was Werribee. You know, I go to all the cool places like Werribee.
When
You've been to the new Werribee Park. We were there yesterday with our old mate Chris Puller and local Sarah Lang. We were out at Werribee. The new one, Sazaki, I believe it's called.
How was it? Was it good?
It's delicious. It's a great little sort of street park with a couple of little minis there. But it is quite a wind tunnel. It's under a bridge. There's quite a headwind in there. But yeah, it's good. It's good fun.
Great.
I believe, if you haven't already seen it back, I believe Brad Watson has already dabbled with the old quad skate. Wouldn't be his first rodeo if he were to put some on.
It wouldn't be my first, but it would be my second.
Surely we put a little edit all together. We'll come down to Geelong.
Well, no, I'm
You're
not going
driving
up
me.
against Brad. No, but I would. That's the point. That's the point of maybe everyone should do a group
It's
edit.
for
Make sure
fun.
everyone.
Yeah, I think it'll be great to see more group edits because we have, I think, you know, who's been skating together has changed so much in the last year. Just being in our lockdown circles. Normally I would be skating in Melbourne all the time and editing together. It's like I put one of Hayley and I together because we couldn't be together skating last year. So it'll be nice to see different groups that have formed as well.
Oh,
What are those?
here we go. Now we're talking.
So this is pretty much the one time I ever skated ramps on roller skates.
Hey-oh.
Where's
Not
this
bad.
skate park?
Clearly a bit of what's the word like? There's a bit of
Something's a little bit off.
crossover with inline and quads. A lot of skills are transferable. I think it's
Yeah.
really cool too. There's actually been quite a lot of local skateboarders that have
Yeah.
dabbled in putting some quads on for the first time, just to be a part of the gang,
Yeah,
which is good to see.
There's been a few down at Fitzy that have chucked on some roller skates. It's very entertaining. And they're very, very good. And it's so unfair. Doing big airs and stuff already.
But also incredibly important to mention, like to all the people who are new to roller skating, who are worried that their skills aren't quite there yet, that's not what it's all about. So.
Yeah, it's all for a bit of fun.
And everyone comes from different backgrounds. Like Brad has been a professional inliner for many, many moons. And of course, people with different sporting backgrounds and athletic backgrounds. So take that into an account as well.
Yeah, and it doesn't
Yeah,
make
you've got people who have skated 30, 40 years. You've got people who have been skating 6 months that enter the comp. So don't feel like you have to have been in the skate, community for a few years just to put something in. Like even if you're just starting out, go for it.
And don't feel like you have to. Oh, Rose! Don't feel like
Yay.
you have like a big bag of tricks, because I assure you that every time I rock up to the skate park, my bag of tricks is like this big. And I'm like, hey.
Wait, let me fix that for you. Sorry. It's more like this.
Chris is pointing out that my edit is about a decade old. That's right. I was roller skating before it was cool. Yeah.
Say that to the POC communities of America there, right, and the world. But I'll let you know.
Roller skating's always been cool,
Always
hasn't
been
it?
cool.
Always.
It's just in
All right.
We are the coolest kids in the town. Always were.
Exactly.
The original rampant, wasn't that the park that you were
No,
at?
it was
on
the
your
original rampant. Yeah.
I definitely don't know that. Don't get very well. Rose definitely should be entering again this year. I'm sure they will, but they do have a broken. They've got a permanent shutter at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh no, we miss you, Rose.
They can come back. I pretty much
You
send
can
them
still skate with the broken
collaborating
hand.
threats at least weekly to say that they have to come back to Melbourne. So. Also with Limes, I'll start sending threats soon to Limes that get over here when you can, because we miss you and we love you and you can't stay over there. I know that they're desperate to get back over. So.
Please come back. This is our public statement, please.
Skaters are like the horse people with wheels. Fun fact, I was a horse girl up until 3 years ago. I had 7 horses.
It's embarrassing. No, it's not.
Did any of you happen to see the international slalom contest that we ran?
I saw some from it.
So for something a little bit different, check out the slalom champion.
I can't even with slalom. I was the slalom.
Oh, and the lines. Look at the shadows and the lines. I love it.
I can't even, like, my feet could never. My ankles would just leave the chat instantly trying any of this. So props.
Yeah,
Just
how do you
not
stay
one
on one toe like that?
One wheel, no worries, as you do. I can do that too.
So impressive.
Oh, how did their legs even bend that?
Yes.
Fun fact, I could shoot the duck when I first started skating, and now my body is not made for it.
Where is this location? Where is this film, this one?
It'll be Russia.
Yes.
Wow. I can't wait to go to Europe and skate everywhere. Whoa. The architecture. So good. Sleek. Got any more questions about the comp? Maybe we've nearly covered everything.
Well,
if you want to
here's
give
one.
it a crack, GG, has anyone on
Try
quads
it.
been able to do shoot the
Be
duck
the
on your
first.
toes, no toe stops?
This is the edit we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
I would suggest I would push Max Cook to give that a crack, because I don't know if I've only seen Max Cook skate with jam plugs for the first time on Halloween, because they have big hockey stops. It'd be great to see that. Little Willow,
Willow
shredding.
rocks.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see a new Willow
Yeah.
edit for sure.
Always something interesting, creative from Willow.
And Willow becoming part of the industry. Willow judged the Roller Street Jam earlier this year, one of the judges.
Oh, yeah.
So great.
I like how Jazz is like, I can't be solemn because my balance isn't there. This is someone that does like ridiculous.
Yes, there's that musical instrument. Willow made her own music for that clip.
Willow, too good.
Have you got the edit there with the tuba, like the lightsaber one?
Who was it?
it was priceless. It was so good.
Yeah, but
it was. Hang on, one moment. I'll bring it up, and then I can tell you who it was once I get to the video. Ritz will entertain you while I search.
I have no entertainment at the moment. I'm
Well,
just
another skater that I'm interested to see an edit from this year.
Oh, did you put Tom's one on?
Yeah, Maddie.
Maddie!
Oh, this is great.
Such a good edit.
Maddie, just an incredibly versatile skater. Like, put an obstacle in front of Maddie and they'll figure out something fun to do with it. Exhibit A. Very popular spot in Melbourne with a lot of inliners and skateboarders. That one there.
I feel like this edit really shows how much fun it is to just go out and explore the streets for the day. And
but probably should mention this was in the street jam edit. No.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
I don't think Maddie was in Melbourne yet. I don't believe for the park one year before.
And we've got a question for Ritz.
What am I working on? I'm working on a few little things. Nobody's doing my tricks. No, I'm working. Currently, I want to get a 360 hand plant over the spine. I saw a blader do it on Instagram. If West is watching, West knows what I'm talking about. And I'm dying to get it. It'll look so cool. And if someone else gets it in the edit, big props. I'll be so jealous. So please go and do that. That's the tricks that I'm working on. All little banana flips. Those are funky. I'm just jealous of Dozer and Bash and everyone that can do Miller and banana flips.
Have we put Tom's edit on yet?
Not yet.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'd really love to see everyone exploring some new parks that they haven't been to as well. I know Jess does skate Box Hill, but Box Hill is such a great park to go to if you haven't skated there before. There's lots of nice obstacles, as Jess is showing off here.
Jess was one of the first people to teach me something at the park when we were in Geelong for White Night, Skate Odyssey. Next minute, I'm ripping up that whole skate park right on the water there, which is not friendly for quad skaters. So much fun. So talented. Every edit.
Jess, I think, taught me how to roller skate full stop.
Yeah.
I rocked it.
You taught me how to do a backside in 10 minutes flat because you're such a good teacher.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that until I see it actually.
10 minutes flat.
I will. You don't listen.
Very good teacher. You're the best.
Thanks.
So patient.
I'll stop it early. Keep going.
I won't. Teach me again. Come down here.
You can, Jazz. You can for sure. I have like 3 pairs always in the car with me at any one time. Oh, Tobbs was immaculate. Oh, this isn't the one I've seen. This isn't the drone one.
Surprise.
I have seen this one though. This is the other one that they entered, right? Because it'd been raining or they had an injury. And so they build a park and use like finger skates.
I want to know where you get the finger skates from.
I think they made them.
Liv made me some figure skates the other day for my birthday. I've got to go get them to show you guys.
All architecture.
I'll be back.
Make me finger skates so I can play with them at uni.
It's like a tech deck, but skates. I love it. With wide trucks.
I like how they're putting wax on the coping. That's good.
I would have liked if it was a baby bell cheese.
Oh, that would have been good.
You see, this is the kind of stuff that people entered, like if they couldn't skate or they had an injury or whatever it may be. It's fun to see different kinds of creativity coming out. I mean, still more talented than I'll ever be.
Didn't you see the finger skates?
Whoa, here we go. Liv made those, didn't they?
Yeah. Maybe she's taken custom orders. Who knows?
Oh,
cute, huh?
You could have a demand there, Liv, if you were looking for a little business venture.
Get in touch with Liv Rolls for some finger skates.
Yes, please.
I'll do a
cute.
quick check and see if I've got any stories, any questions coming through.
And for anyone who's watching, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can watch all of these videos anytime on there, and it helps out. It helps out the whole project a whole bunch by just simply hitting that subscribe button. It'll help me put on bigger and better events in the future.
And it helps to get an idea of just to get creative ideas and inspiration as well. It's great to go back a couple of years, and there's so many different entries from 2 years ago as well.
Yeah, it's always great to also check out sometimes what some bladers are doing, see what they're doing, because it's not too different really when it comes down to it, kind of.
Yeah, and different angles as well, like this one.
And
Using
for
the drone.
Yeah, this is incredibly creative, and this is like one of the sponsored skaters. But yeah, not only big tricks, but incredible angles and creativity and style.
And
Very
we love that,
rounded
don't we?
edit.
Self-expression all the way in every direction.
At the moment, no merch. It's all things that I'm working on. It's all coming soon as we grow and expand. Yeah, Tov is pretty good. Tov is pretty good.
People should chuck their Instagrams into the comments so that you can all follow each other on Instagram if you're not already friends.
Collaborate.
Yeah, we've got some
If
mates for a
you
group edit.
if you don't have any mates yet to go into a group edit with, there are plenty of CIB chapters and local pages that you can connect on.
Or even just give one of us a message. I'm sure we'll be able to link you up with someone in your area even.
Oh, this one was great. Twinkle toes themselves. Right, there we go. See, it doesn't take long. Fancy feet up, out. I could have done that trick for sure.
I love the skating in suits as well.
Oh, very fancy.
Yeah.
Claire Brown now, I think, has come to the dark side and skates predominantly quads now. I know there's still a lot of inline sponsorship, but
I love this too. Yeah.
Some good moves, I must say.
Can we get Andy in to help commentate this one, please, Laura?
oh, yeah.
Andy's
I
here.
am lurking in the background.
Hey, Andy!
Andy helped
Oh,
host
yeah.
one of the last skate comps.
It's the Lilydale roller skating rink. I love this place. Excellent unison, amazing.
Is it Lilydale that just recently closed down?
No, I don't think so. They're holding on.
Oh, is it Sunshine? What didn't one recent Sunshine?
Bayswater recently closed down. Sad.
Sad. So important. Get out there, support your rinks before they all get closed.
I know. Well, they're all opening up again really soon. So
Good.
finally, the rinks can be open.
I know we see the local ones pop up all the time on our pages, just really hanging for people to get in there and keep them open, because even before COVID, it was a hard slog for them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be great to have our meetups at the indoor skate parks again, won't it? And just a few nights at some of the rinks, and then get all the discos happening.
Back on. Oh, I can't
Yeah.
wait.
Coming, it's coming.
Yeah.
Jenna says, hi, Andy.
Hi.
Hi.
I've just been eating chocolate cake actually that Roz made for Laura's birthday in the background the whole time. It's been great.
It was a roller skate chocolate
Oh,
cake.
okay.
Really lucky.
Yeah.
Up, Belgium import.
Here we go.
Gary Manflash.
Little bleached blonde hair.
Gina.
I've noticed Gary's skating improving from hanging out with Andy, doing a bit of artistic skate, getting a bit smoother.
He's actually really good at figure skating. He can do 4 loops in a row, which I can't even do. Annoying.
But it just goes to show when you combine a few different types of skating, how it can give you that, you can progress in different ways and find your own unique style, crossing between a few styles.
Yeah, trying different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely see that in Gary's skating now. It's a little bit funny.
Just
It's a good
so important for a transfer of skills too, and to give yourself a
Yeah.
break from like one discipline from another. Like if I'm having a hard time with park skating, I'm not getting anywhere. I just go and do some dancey stuff for a bit, and then that skill, crosses over into my park skating.
Yeah, I did skated in my room all throughout lockdown, and I found that when it came back to parks, I was a lot more confident.
Balance, reflexes.
Yeah, and parking,
great.
I was eating less shit because I was more comfortable on my wheels.
Yeah.
So they get-
Yeah, small movement versus big, and
even-
it's good on the body, building up muscle strength in different areas. Hey.
To see someone like at Gary's level, who obviously are incredibly seasoned and skilled skater, even still always trying new things and mixing up. I know he always skates different setups. I always see him in different boots. I always see him trying new things. Obviously, really cool blocks they've just brought out with Running Hardcore. Just a cheeky block there. But yeah, going to like artistic skating is incredible.
Yeah, and there's heaps of local coaches. You've got 2 right in front of you.
Oh, that's been really fun. Yeah.
And there's Haley, and there's lovely like James skaters,
Max
Max.
Cooks himself.
You can always
Yeah.
go. And especially if you're injured from park skating and you can't skate ramps.
It is Shorty. It is Shorty.
Yes.
Shorty is a great skater.
Oh,
I have found their tutorials online probably being the most to the point and very well explained tutorials of park skating I have come across.
Yeah, and Shorty skates for Bond, I believe.
Sponsored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe ex or current incredibly high level derby skater as well.
Yeah.
I believe.
Ex derby skater.
Ex derby, yeah.
Yeah. They do absolute bloody wonders in those Bond Park stars.
And yeah, just someone who's always happy to just share the knowledge and skill that they have, which is I think is the awesome thing about skating in general is everyone's generally so happy to share what they know.
Yeah, so
we're
Shorty
sharing,
Shorty actually got 4th at the Vertical World Open, and won the most progressive award.
Heck yeah.
It was quick,
Well deserved.
but Shorty did invert to fakie both ways. So that way on that hand, and then the other way on the other hand.
Ooh.
Now what?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out in my brain. Invert
So
to fakie. Is that a rotation out from the invert?
Yeah.
yeah. Because it go down one.
Something they cooked up themselves, or is that a known? I don't think I've ever heard or seen of that before. Love it. There you go, Max Cook. If you're listening, that's the kind of stuff we want to see from you, Max Cook.
Yeah, well, when we talk about most progressive, that's the sort of stuff that we're looking for.
Great New Zealand skater.
Ivy's so good.
Always skating with Roller Skate Fever or Ira, who runs heaps
love
of
Ivy,
New
Ivy.
stuff in New Zealand. And also Rose runs a lot of CIB stuff with Ivy and Ivy.
I used to play roller derby with Ivy. I love it. She's awesome.
And Lim does confirm a derby legend.
Mind you, Lim themselves probably doesn't want to pump themselves up, but also a derby legend themselves, with iconic in the derby world.
Very good.
Yeah, total.
And very good park skater.
Mm-hmm. And great teacher. He managed
Just all around great human, really.
amazing
I mean,
human. 10 out of 10.
we should make t-shirts.
Yeah,
If
just
Lim would like, Lim can come on
appreciation.
the stream. Would you guys like to invite Lim onto the stream for a bit?
Yes!
Yes.
Love
send-
you.
If one of you can send Lim
I'll send
the
the
link.
I'll send the link.
Here comes the link.
It's coming.
Yes.
I'm doing it on Instagram, Lynn.
I'm also going to message them and say you must join.
Peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure. Oh, wait, yeah, no, that's it. Wait, no, that's not it.
You said the wrong one.
I said the wrong one. It's this one. I don't even know if they're on their Instagram, but that is the link they would need to click.
So here you see Ivy switched out the quads for inline skates.
Impressive. I
So,
wonder if we see that.
oh, and we've got
Gabby, hey.
Gabby in the chat. What up?
Yeah,
Gabby?
so Gabby is an incredible skater and cinematographer. Gabby's glow clip edit that we had on before, that was Gabby's work. So really stepping up the game in cinematography and edits in roller skating in Australia. So
And this is not
very
Rose.
excited.
This is Ivy, by the way.
No, this is Rose now skating
is
on
this Rose
screen.
now?
Yep, Ivy was just previous.
Since when does Rose have this thing?
How can you see those shots and not know that it's not Rose?
Okay, you make a good point.
So another good thing to do, we've shown like quite a pretty expansive selection of people that have entered previously. But if you head onto the Fuse YouTube channel, I think all of the entries and supercuts and everything from all the comps are listed there. So definitely go and do some homework and reach out and connect with the skaters that have entered previously.
You're right, Liv. All the skaters are amazing. It's great watching the edits, isn't it? We love it. Entertainment plus.
Oh, Lim has just seen the link. Drum roll. They're gonna. Will they join? Soon find out.
Pretty please.
Liam unfortunately had to go back to New Zealand due to the previous lockdown. So now I think they're in a little bit of a limbo over there trying to get back to Melbourne, I believe.
Oh dear.
Never fun.
Oh,
Belle!
it's Belle.
Anyone hasn't seen the dancing cow?
Hi.
Where am I then?
Hey, Lynn.
How you doing? Thanks for the invite. How's with everyone?
Good. We're
How
just
are you?
watching.
I'm good. I'm glad to be here. You said all these nice things about me. It was so nice.
It's what we do.
I couldn't say no after all of that, you know?
That was our plan all along. How has your skating life been for you over in New Zealand? I know it's very different to the scene that you've been familiar with here in Melbourne.
Yeah, I definitely miss everyone in Melbourne. I miss Fitzy so much. It's
Must be so
been really
for you.
hard. It's been really hard because the weather is really bad here. So if you get to the skate park and it hasn't been sunny, it's a swimming pool. So yeah, thankful I've had roller derby though, skating with the local roller derby team, which has been nice. So yeah, but
It was like 30 degrees here yesterday, and it's now torrential rain. So you know.
okay, good. So no one else can go to the skate park. Thank you.
You're really nice.
I just want to point out that Sam mentioned
We've had a
that
lot
you
of
were limbo in New Zealand. A limbo.
Stop it.
Love
Stop it. It's too accurate. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I needed the excuse to watch some roller skating and like just see your faces, you know?
For all we know, Lynn could be like practicing in private and just putting all these tricks into their bag so that when they get back, they're just like,
Okay, you got me. I could do backflips now.
I knew it. I freaking knew it.
It was my
Oh,
plan
yeah.
all along, you know? Come here for 3 months, smash out some backflips, come back and just be like,
with no distraction.
yeah. Because nothing's happening. Yeah.
Secret training is the best for sure.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, I'm unable to even source a good coffee most of the time either, which is hard.
Oh my God. It's been so hard. I sound like such a snobby Melburnian, but coffee, you know? Coffee
What
and
are
roller skating. I'm dying here.
What are the skate parks like over there, though, like obstacle-wise? Like, are they a bump up from the smashed and coping at Fitzy, at least?
Hey, don't you talk about my love like that.
I'm sorry.
Actually, so about 4 years ago, the skate park here, the one and only skate park here, was upgraded, and it's a beautiful skate park. There's a little slightly off bean bowl, perfect coping, perfect transition, small waterfall, lovely. A really good street section. There's a couple of rails and some sort of like street obstacles as well. You know, like sort of Preston DIY style street obstacles.
You know, we're just hitting those big rails all the time, just 10 stair sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do backflips and rails now. Yeah.
So should we all come to New Zealand then?
Yeah, I don't recommend it. Melbourne has more skate parks in that one city than all of New Zealand. So like,
Is there much of a community over there where you are?
Unfortunately, no. That's been the sort of the hardest thing I'd say is that like I love yous. I thrive community in Melbourne. It's so unique and everyone's like always spreading the stoke. So that's probably been the hardest thing is like going to the skate park and not really having your sort of posse of people constantly cheering you on. But I have kind of convinced the Derby people here to go to the skate park, which has been cool. They've come a couple of times and they've been quite enthused about it, which is really cool. So I hope maybe even after I leave, they've caught the bug, you know. But yeah, there is a
to enter the hopefully you'll encourage them to enter the comp.
Well, they're sort of I encourage them into the skate park, and that's where they are currently. So maybe next year they'll enter the comp. This year they're just still kind of like figuring out how to get out of the bowl after they're done.
We love it.
Yeah, it's been a good time. Yeah. There's also a couple of really like fresh, nice skate parks here, and like, so there's a town that has like one of the most beautiful things you've ever seen, beautiful skate parks you've ever seen. It has like 500 people in that town, which is amazing.
So you get very, very picturesque parks in New Zealand, I see.
Yeah. Washington Skate Park. I don't know if anyone's ever seen Washington. It's in Christchurch or Aotearoa. And it is one of the best skate parks I've ever seen and ever skated. Definitely recommend it if people come to New Zealand to skate in Washington Skate Park. It's beautiful. Even just Google it, like, chef's kiss.
And nearly empty skate parks, so you could travel around and
do all the backflips.
And do all those backflips and fully stick rails that you know I'm doing.
I just wanted to say to Daz, who said, serious talk, why don't any quaddies wax anything? Because we don't need to.
We don't need to. It's
we
all
have
skill.
some very slippery hardware in the blocks that we use, and we don't.
We are self-lubricating. Okay?
with stoke. Nothing sus. With stoke. Oh, really important thing, Liv, as you mentioned, though. Yes, a lot of the inliners do love a wax. We always suggest to tell other park users to either wax their board or wax their blocks or their inline H frame. Is that what it's called? A frame? H block, whatever they call on their inlines. I don't know inline lingo. But yeah.
And if you do choose to wax something, please wax it up. I have eaten so much.
And tell people. Tell
people.
Wax so much.
Pro tip for newbies: if you do get to the skate park and you hit the coping and it's waxy, you can take the Velcro, the soft Velcro from the inside of your pads and wipe it along the coping, and it'll take the wax off.
Yeah.
There you go, Liv. Great tips.
Wax everything.
I reckon, Daz, you just got to skate better if you're needing wax. Am I in trouble?
A full read.
I'm sorry.
From one of a true innovator in inlining in Melbourne, the lovely Daz.
Just carve into it.
Just the Brisbane crew again. Yes. Does anyone know if I can get vegan jacks anywhere? Because I would love some.
They're pretty. They're so pretty. Hey.
Did you say vegan wax?
No, vegan jacks. Nice.
Oh yeah, they're so pretty. Expensive, but pretty.
Oh, the scooter kids wax it too. Oh, I didn't know this stuff. I'm learning.
Kids, eh? We need to encourage the scooter kids to get a bit more friendly with other park users because we have great things that the few hosts for scooter kids, and we wanted to unite.
Talk to each other.
Yeah, and explain them.
Yeah.
Also, scooter kids are the new generation. If we collect them and make them our minions, we will be unstoppable.
Exactly.
That is a fact. Guys, if you want the skate park to smell pretty, light a candle and wash your pads.
I'll create an air freshener.
I don't even know if we've met
Oh,
guys,
Taylor
but-
Fraser, or as
Yeah.
she was commonly known during the last edit competition that Laura hosted, as Talia Fraser, and everyone was just absolutely roasting Laura and Talia through the whole edit, not knowing who Taylor was. Taylor, incredible, innovative.
We know now.
Yeah, this edit in particular, I think, was so creative and really gives like that really vintage, like I don't know. I come from water culture, and this is like that super old school '90s inlining and skateboarder.
Yeah, it's real 90s MTV vibes too. You know what I mean? Like,
I really loved it.
Yes, YouTube,
Anti-vaxxers.
don't please don't ban me, YouTube. We're not saying it with a V. We're saying wax, anti-wax,
Anti-wax.
Yeah.
Wax.
not anything else.
No,
YouTube.
Convince me. Wax is fine.
Oh, Gabby knows what's up.
I've been convinced. I'm convinced now.
Oh, like Gabby said that.
Yeah.
I mean, sold. Done.
My hands
Finished.
are tied.
Okay, well, I think we've answered all of the questions.
Sick. Love
It
it.
seems like it.
I reckon
Don't
everyone's going to be
forget
out
to
tomorrow
remember-
filming their edits. Don't you reckon? Straight in the park tomorrow.
Heck
It's
yeah.
the
hell
rain
yeah.
stops.
It's sunny tomorrow. It's not supposed to rain, so it's a good time.
Oh, do you know what? I don't trust them at the moment though. They lie to me every day.
Yeah.
So,
You just got to get out there first thing in the morning, 5 a.m.
bring some towels and a broom, a squidgy, and you're good.
Yeah, and snacks.
And snacks, and water, and your mask and your hand sanitizer. So all
Yeah.
the things to bring, just not wax.
Yeah.
Don't do wax.
So, Lim, thanks for jumping on. Any
Yeah.
last words of advice for anyone who's hesitant about not wax, but hesitant about going in the contest?
from me specifically,
Yeah.
honestly, just like last year. I mean, I don't know if people saw my edit last year, but it was basically all of the tricks that I could do on my knees. And it was just about having fun, and I had a blast filming it. And I think that's a huge part of it is like, you know, it's all about the love of skating, and you know, like you're gonna have fun filming it, you're gonna have fun being silly, you're gonna have fun spreading the stoke with your friends, you know, like entering the competition is such a just one part of like how much fun you're gonna have just getting out there and skating. So you may as well, like, you know.
Perfect. Yes, you're right. The contest is the smallest part of the whole process of putting your edit together for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You've got nothing to lose by entering.
Yeah.
Except for $20, but no.
Pretty large. That's right.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What goes towards facilitating things.
Absolutely. Facilitating skate events, which are super important. Yeah.
Indeed.
For every person that overcomes their fear or feeling awkward and anxious about it, as soon as you put it out there, you're encouraging, 50 other skaters to go and do the same thing, because they might vibe your style as well. And you don't know until you just put it in there. But I think it also builds your confidence as well, because it helps you to find your own expression by just pushing yourself to do it. Because you do have to push yourself that little bit. I mean, not everyone likes to see themselves on video, let's be honest. So, let it go and just put it out there anyway and see what happens.
I don't like seeing myself on video very much.
Me neither.
Which is so
I
silly
can't
because
stand
your video
myself
was
on
so
video.
good, Keith.
Not
Your
that
video from last year was so epic. Like, I'm not the kind of person who twerks at a skate park, and you are, but seeing you do that, and like it makes me feel inspired, and it makes me feel like maybe one day I can twerk at a
Maybe you
skate
can do
park.
it too.
You know? So you should, I don't know, be so proud of like the edit you did last year, and I'm excited to see what you bring this year.
Heck yeah.
Amazing. Ritz. The Ritz. Any final thoughts for anyone
Ritz.
watching?
I'm panicked. Just have fun with it, really. Grab your mates, grab a crew, and just have fun. I'll be submitting a group edit. So we'll say anybody who's going to be submitting an individual edit, do one with your mates too. If you got the camera out already, you may as well. It's no harm. And just have fun with it, really.
And also, not only do you get to like enter competitions with your mates, but also organize some really cool stream parties, because we'll do crossovers, get together. It's a chance to hang out without actually skating, but watching skating, and it's a big heap of fun. Me and Lynn were at the same house party last year, and it was a hoot.
It was so much fun. It was great. It was great.
Even if you're in bed having fun,
Okay.
Did we mention too with the group edits that you can be at 2 different skate parks as well, and then edit together if you're not living near your buddy, your skate buddy?
COVID times has made us creative. Do it.
So what you're
Group
saying
edit.
is, Ritz, you're going to message me about my video subscription for your group edit?
Yeah.
Let's say on the edit
Hurry up,
page.
send it through. I gotta put it together.
All right, my backflips are in your DMs right now.
I'm keen to see it.
Thanks everyone for joining in, by the way, and asking questions.
Yes,
Amazing,
thank you,
yes.
everyone.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for
Thank you so
inviting
much.
me.
For all your hard work. Thanks for making it happen for us.
Well,
Oh, Gary
Gary-
Maxwell just cheekily slips into the DMs right at the end, just like I've been here all along.
clutching it.
And not with who was Banana from the last comp? Who was
We
that?
don't know who Mr. Banana was.
I
swear it was Gary.
I'm so sorry. I know it was
Gary was there the whole time, just sipping on a Belgian beer, like in the corner, just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing. Sucks.
Bananas, yellow. Gary's hair, yellow.
Excuse
blonde.
me, no, Gary's hair is white.
Well,
We
now
would not
it's
be
white,
happy if
but
you
it
said
was
it was
yellow
yellow.
at the stage. I'm sorry, Gary. I love you.
Anyway, we're rambling now.
We
Thank
like to
you.
have a lot of fun.
Hosts, stay there. Don't go anywhere. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. We're super excited to see all of your clips. You've got a couple of weeks left. Jump on the few.studio website if you need any information. Send us a message, whatever you need. And peace out.